Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Abrams, Soviet Global Command 7.3. Okay, our first order of business is repair. On this fleet card right here, there is a damaged heavy aircraft cruiser. So that is going to be repaired at the now Warsaw Pact possessed minor shipyard there in Marmara. So that is underway. Okay, now tech. PGM, chemical, Top Gun, advanced airborne. Looks like advanced airborne and Top Gun, the others no. So Top Gun goes to stage 3, advanced airborne goes to stage 3. Okay, next up, military aid and purchase. This time around, the Soviets are going to send Warsaw Pact 2 medium bombers for 12. For themselves, they're buying 4 MBTs for 16 and 2 fighters for 16. Okay, combat. First up, here in Africa, these 3 light infantry, these 2 field artillery, and this SAM are going to attack Kenya, defended by a light infantry. And then over here, we have an airborne in Zaire that has a connection to the coast. So 1, 2, airborne assault into Nigeria. From Angola, 1, 2, 3, airborne assault into Nigeria. 3 fighters, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fight, okay, then attack bomber. The attack bomber has the legs to go support the attack. The fighters can't quite make it. So what else could we do with those fighters? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, just do complete murder, death, kill. I mean, there's a stack of 5 fighters here. I said they don't have the legs to get up to Nigeria and back, but they can go over here. 1, 2, 3, and join the attack on Kenya. It's massive overkill, but I mean, you work with what you got. Okay, then up here in Iran, everything here in Tabriz and everything here in Tehran is going to attack Shiraz. Okay, then the strategic bomber from Volgograd takes off, flies down to northern Caucasia and shoots 2 cruise missiles, 1, 2, into Anatolia in a surgical strike. The SSN from the Black Sea Fleet up here in M10. 1, 2 down here to auto-kill that NATO tanker. So that's done. Then here in the Atlantic, all these Soviet SSNs are going into A-37 for a wolf pack attack on the American Atlantic Fleet. In addition to the 2 SSBNs and the SSN you see there, there's the fleet card with the rest of it: 4 frigates, a cruiser, 2 amphibs, and fleet carrier, or super carrier. And then up here in the north, whatever combination you want to say of these SSNs is shooting 4 anti-ship missiles at the NATO fleet in A4. And there are 2 cruisers there for missile defense. The Americans have 1 cruiser and 2 frigates for missile defense. Okay, and then the Allied major air base in East Germany shoots a cruise missile into northern Germany. Same thing with the Allied air base in West Czechoslovakia, 1-2 into northern Germany. And the major air base in Baltic states, 1-2 into northern Germany in surgical strike by 3 missiles. And there's no SAM there, so there's no missile defense. And that'll be it for combat. So as long as I'm over here, let's do the surgical strike in northern Germany first. That way we don't have to come back for it. Okay, as I said, no missile defense, so there's, let's see. Let's see. Do they want to use spy satellite here? No, they're going to use spy satellite for the anti-ship missile attack in A4. So this one just rolls. There are 2 hits. So we have to turn to this card right here. For the 2 hits, they're going to kill the American field artillery and the American field artillery and the MBT. It's cheaper to replace. Okay, so that's it there. That stuff off. Actually, we're going to stay here for a minute because we're also going to do the anti-ship missile attack on the fleet. So let's get the auxiliary dice tray back over here. Okay, as I said, there are 2 cruisers in that fleet for missile defense. So here they go. 1 missile is shot down. So 3 missiles attack with full surface target select. Okay, there are 2 hits. This one is cocked in the corner. That is a miss. So there are 2 hits. And there's the fleet card there. they're going to kill the 2 destroyers. Yep. Target select the 2 destroyers and get rid of them. Take out their you get rid of the destroyers, and submarines can attack that fleet with first strike. Okay, so that one is done. Now, I just get the auxiliary tray out here again because we've got the fight there in the Caribbean. Massive fight in the Caribbean. Yep. Okay, so we have 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 SSNs attacking. There is 1 surface target select and 2 general hits. So we've got 1 surface target select and 2 generals for the attacker. Okay, now we have the SSBNs, if I remember right, defend 1. I think it is. No, they defend it 2. And the Americans, if you remember, because of the event, cannot use silent running because they have not completed Caterpillar drive. So we have 2 SSBNs at 2. There is 1 defensive hit. So this will be general hit for the defender. Okay, now we have 4 frigates at 2. Misses. Now we have an SSN at 4. That is a second hit. And we've got a cruiser at 6. That's a hit. The amphibs defend at 1. They both miss. Fleet carrier or super carrier at 2. It misses. Can its fighter scramble off of there in that zone for ASW defense? I don't know if it can. I'm going to err on the side of caution and say no. It was not put on patrol, so it can't do the thing. So, we have a surface target select by the attacker. So they're going to use that to kill the cruiser. And 2 general hits by the attacker. So those are going to be for 1 damage each on the amphibs. Amphibs do take 2 to destroy, don't they? Let me make sure. No, amphibs do not. They're not capital ships. So, no damage. Since they're already 1 down, the Americans are going to take a damage on the supercarrier, and they're going to kill 1 amphib. So that's the 2 general hits there, and then the Soviets lose 3 of their SSNs. Do the Soviets want to press that attack further? Or do they want to retire? The Soviets are feeling gutsy. They're going to try it again. 5 attacking this time. Okay, they got 1 hit, but it is a surface target select. Okay, so now you've got the 2 SSBNs again. They both miss. The SSN. Okay, it does get a hit. Then you have 4 frigates. Nothing. Amphib. Nothing. Carrier. Nothing. Okay, so 1 surface target select. Yeah, they're going to put a 2nd damage on this carrier. And then the Soviets lose another SSN. They have 4 left. They're going to try it one more time. It's maybe a mistake, but they're going to try it. Well, there's 2 hits. No surface target selects this time, but they did get 2 hits. Okay, so the SSNs defend again. Nothing. Or the SSBNs, I mean. The SSN, nothing. 4 frigates. Okay, there are 2 hits by the frigates. And then the amphib, miss. Supercarrier, miss. Okay, 2 hits have to be taken by the American fleet. Now they're going to kill the amphib and 1 frigate. And then the Soviets have to lose 2 more SSNs. And now they're going to call a halt to the action. And they're actually going to retreat into A38. No, cancel that. They're going to stay in A37 and they're going to go on silent run. Was it worth it? Well, we'll just have to wait and see if they did enough damage to make the loss of 6 nuclear submarines. Okay, now we have the action in Nigeria. So here we go. We've got two airborne, and there's no terrain there. So 2 airborne at 3. There is 1 hit that was needed. Go on and let the attack corner go. There's an overkill. Okay, the light infantry defends for a hit in return. So he comes off. One of them guys is dead. Grab a roundel. Nigeria and the oil are now controlled by the Soviets. So until Nigeria is liberated, these tankers cannot be rebuilt. So that's going to be Soviets up 1 to 42. Okay, now we have the fight in Kenya. So we'll just do it regular. So we've got 2 field artillery there that are going to do chemical. All misses. Okay, now we will send in the 5 fighters to see if we can get this over with quick. 1, 2, 3 hits. That's plenty of overkill. Light infantry defends for a miss. So get a roundel. Take that guy off. Slide them, slide them, slide him. Take that off. Kenya now belongs to the Soviets. Soviets up 1 to 43. Now what is let's see. The Soviets already had their national objectives for holding Angola, South Africa, and they needed a third one. Where was the third one at? They've got to have territories in Africa or South America worth an IPP to get a victory objective. There's 3 possible. I had all 3 of them marked, but apparently that was a mistake. Anyway, they've got it now because they have 1, 2, 3, 4 zones or 4 countries in Africa that are worth an IPP. So they've got all 3 of those objectives. They've got Yeah, global communism objectives are completed. With a little extra. All right, now we'll have the surgical strike into Anatolia. No defense, 2 cruise missiles. There is 1 hit. So, they're going to take the hit on the Spag. And now we will have the main event in Shiraz. So let me get it set up. Okay, here it is. The Spag stayed in Tehran. It did not go on and join. But here we are. We've got a Spag and a field artillery defending first strike. Artillery attacking first strike. These guys are knocked down because of terrain, but these guys have close air support, so they're back up to their normal 3. The attacking Spag and Sam are in the retirement box. And that guy's going to shoot chemical. The Soviets, yeah, they're stage 3. They got plenty of chemical opportunities. Okay, there is 1 hit. First strike with chemical. Now the defender, there is just 1 aircraft, so the Spag only gets 1 shot. The 1 aircraft is an attack helicopter. Okay, the Spag missed with a 4. Now their field artillery defend. At 3, it also misses. Okay, so there's 4 makes it 2. 4 makes it 2. Okay, there are 2 hits. 2 hits. And now 2 makes it 3. Misses. Next gen MBT at 5. Miss. Attack chopper at 6. There is a hit. So that's 3 general hits. Okay, now defending. There's a light infantry. That is a hit. And 3 mechs for 2 more hits. Total of 3. Okay, so 3 hits by the attacker get taken on Spag and field artillery and light infantry. That leaves 3 mechs defending. The defensive hits, they're going to kill 3 mechs. Yeah. Take that off. Okay, now round 2. The artillery goes to the retirement box. Its HQ class can only participate in round 1. So now there's 1 mech at 2. Miss. 2 mechs at 3. There is 1 hit. Next gen MBT. That is a hit. Target select doesn't matter. Attack chopper. Missed. They needed 3 hits to finish him off. Only got 2. So 3 mechs defend. 4 nothing. 2 of those mechs come off, and we go again. Let's go attack chopper this time. Okay, there's the hit that's needed. Next gen MBT. Missed. 2 max. Okay, there's 2 overkills, so that's plenty. He defends for a miss. So that guy comes off. And the Soviets have captured Shiraz. Get the roundel. Soviets up 1 to 44. And now that Shiraz has been captured, deactivate oil tanker for NATO in I-6. So take this one off of here. And the U.S. tanker in I-1's already been sunk, so it can't be replaced until Shiraz is liberated. Okay, that I think is it for combat. Yeah, that's that. End of combat. Okay, so non-combat. The strategic bomber goes back to Volgograd. Let's see over here. These fighters, 2, 3, 4, 5 to land back at Zaire. These 2 MBTs are going to move up to Zaire. This MBT in South Africa will go 1, 2 to Tanzania. One of the SAMs from South Africa will move 2 spaces up to Tanzania. The attack bomber from Nigeria went 1, 2, 3 to get there. 4, 5. It's going to land back in Zaire. I think that's it for non-combat over here. And I don't believe, well, actually, yes, there will be just a bit of non-combat up north here, I think. Got 2 diesel boats here in A9. 1, 2 over here to join their buddies in A5. And that'll be that. Place units. Okay, 2 MBTs are going in Southern Caucasia. 2 MBTs and 2 fighters are going in Tehran. And that's that. Now we deliver aid. 2 medium bombers are going to Western Poland. Why not? That's it for that. So now the Soviets have to roll for aid to FEC. Hit a 2, got lucky, the low end. So that is 3. Okay, collect money. Soviets are at 44. Let's see, do they get any bonus? 1 for Tehran. That's it. One for Tehran, and then they get oil bonus of 4 from Nigeria and 4 from Shiraz. So that's a total bonus of 5. On to 44 makes 49. Almost enough to get 2 quarters, not quite. There's 49, okay. Now on the missile front, 4 anti-ship missiles were fired, 4 are built, so there's no change there. 5 cruise missiles were fired, and 5 are built, so there's no change there. Ozark Outpost, over and out.